Good news for Australian student visa. Australia finally decided to increase the visa ratio of the students. Currently, elections in Australia, July 2024 is the good academic session for Australia because universities and colleges they went to immigration department, as I told you in my previous clips, and they told why you are not giving visas to our students. By this way our colleges, our universities will close. And immigration department now little a bit flexible after charged on immigration minister, and people claiming resignation of immigration minister. And this all development and elections, upcoming elections are turning the situation of the students into positive way. Therefore the students who are currently applying for Australian student visa, they have maximum chance to win the visa. Of course the fee has been doubled. Don't worry about the double fee, because the students who will file application, they will have maximum chance to win the visa. Even the applications currently who are in process in Australia, they had being assessed. Of course there are little delaying of application, 5 to 6 days, 7 days, normally 30 days. Application results are coming for Asian countries for offshore applications, but some students are claiming that their results are not being announced in 30 days. They must wait within 10 days. They might get the result, positive result, because now immigration department is showing flexibility after elections, of not after elections, on because of elections, and because government hold now on immigration department is quite lesser. There are 3-4 developments which I will tell you. First of all, I will tell you what was going on from January to July, from January to June. 90% application student visas were refused. It was quite remarkable. I also recorded sessions, other people also recorded sessions. Even Australian national media, Australian companies, Australian colleges, Australian universities, Australian opposition leaders, they were claiming what is going on, what the hell this is going on. And Australian lawyers were claiming one sentence, and that sentence became keyword: copy paste refusal. Mean that they were not assessing application, just they had a draft of refusal, and just they were pasting refusal in almost all students, and this became a painful drama for students, international students. As a result, what happened? Students started switching towards Canada, United Kingdom, and a lot of applications, the researchers are telling almost 50% students of Australia were switched towards UK and Canada. And I think this was a huge loss, economic loss of Australia, because international students are main market of economy of Australia, and GDP ratio of Australia depending upon international students. Remember, international students pay the fee up to 3 times more than Australian citizen. Even Canadian citizen pay less fee, and outsider pay more fee. That was the claim by Canadian international Indian students to the Justice Department as well. And Justice Department told, you cannot claim this one, because the citizen had complete rights to get free education. Even is paying less fee, that's his blessing. If even he will not pay, we are not going to charge the fee from the citizen. Therefore Australian citizens are not paying much fee to the universities and colleges. Therefore, if international students are paying fee, and through these finances universities and colleges are run. These were the claims universities and colleges did with immigration department. What you people are doing, you are refusing applications of the Gen 1 students. 90% applications were refused. How our colleges will be run? Because they clear cut told that we had only 1 year money to run the colleges and universities. Remember, colleges are completely banned in Australia now for international offshore application. Only universities, A-class universities, were allowed to induct the students. And then universities getting refusal, which were quite astonishable and quite unexpected in the history of Australian immigration. Normally A-class universities all over the world, when they assess the students, neither immigration department was able to refuse the visas of such students. but these were A-class universities of Australia whose visas were refused. When they refused, shocking news, Australian universities CEO, they rushed towards immigration department. They told, why you are going to reduce our ranks, why you are going to reduce our ranking internationally. But now currently, after immigration minister little bit criticism by in the parliament and outside the parliament, even Australian national TV channel is broadcasting some news about immigration minister, in which I recorded one clip as well. You will listen essentially that clip, in which heading of that clip is that immigration Australia in trouble, immigration minister is in trouble. So you will be able to understand what was actual story, in which in Australian immigration, in Australian laws, lie a liar mean you are speaking lie any statement that really pricked any type of authorities. So mistake is something else, lie statement is something else. Therefore there were some lie statement spoken to all were regarding the immigration. And now one another decision of Australian government and Australian that they are planning to move 1.3 million houses in around 6 months, and they planned to make their houses, because this was the biggest claim of immigration department, that we have no houses, and due to which students who are coming, we have no residence, that's why we are refusing visa. I think this is also not the justification, because if you want to refuse visa, then why you are getting application, why you are receiving applications? I think receiving of application is not good. And if you are receiving applications of such students, you have to refuse essentially without assessment. It's quite unfair and injustice, especially those students who were genuine and who were going to top class universities. Remember, there are two type of assessment under GST rule, and one GST rule is that the students are being assessed by the university management itself, and second time of assessment is that the students were being assessed by immigration department. Normally it's a normal routine, when the students have been assessed by universities, then they are being assessed by immigration department later on. When university pass the students, there is no any example, very lesser example you will see in immigration department of the world, that they will refuse application from the top class university, because top class university has its own methods of verification of the documents and interviewing students directly, and GST system is very perfect system of Australia, and still the visas were being refused. So if you are planning to move to Australia as a student visa, this is one of the best time. 90% refusal January to the May never mean they will be repeated, because now criticism is at the peak. Companies, construction companies, universities, colleges, people of Australia, Australian national television channel, and the opposition. This is the election going on. Now you will see biggest change in Australian student visa trend ratio. Thank you very much.